Welcome everyone to Championship Wrestling. DK Todd Keneley, James Kincaid, and we are joined by Dustin Starr of Memphis Wrestling, Gilbert Corsey of Derby City Wrestling, and it's fitting because this is the kickoff of the United Wrestling Network Summer Showcase. We've got broadcasters from throughout the United Wrestling Network, and we're gonna see talent from the United Wrestling Network and matches that we never thought we'd see.
The United Wrestling Network is hotter than ever. Summertime's on fire. Oh yeah!
That was a 5-star open, and Gilbert, I gotta tell you, welcome out of the United World Headquarters.
When something this major is happening, I have to get out of the United World Headquarters and here as close as possible to see it. It is deafening in here, Todd Keneley.
All right, James, the United Wrestling Network is hotter than ever. We are on our final few stops on the road to golden opportunity. And of course, when you talk about championship gold, the United World Women's title is on the horizon as well.
TK, golden opportunity marked a seismic shift in United Wrestling. It is sure to do that again. Destiny awaits. We are on the path to opportunity. Atmosphere electric. Stakes this high. The action sure to be hectic.
The time for talk is over, and believe you me, we can talk, but it is time to fight on.
The Bodega, Slice Boogie, Esco, and the United World Champion, Danny Limelight.
All smiles in the Bodega. Danny Limelight coming off of a huge victory in that lumberjack match, the hotly anticipated rematch with former champion, the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater. But of course, the Bodega were involved, but they're not the only ones.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the Lumberjacks getting involved, but yeah, twice is nice for Danny Limelight now. 2 victories over Clearwater with the title on the line.
Look, guys, we've been seeing the Bodega beat people up for a long time. These are 3 of the baddest dudes in the United Wrestling Network.
I agree with you, Dustin, but so are the Mighty Zaddies.
Good point.
What's up, mi gente? So all the beautiful people watching at home, we are here. This is the Bodega. We in the building. And I think the way that we should start this off is by first saying welcome back to the king of the concrete jungle, Slice Boogie.
Slice Boogie looking as big as ever.
Oh, that gave him goosebumps, I know it. And we can't forget the Gorilla Grey Gordo, King Fat Boy, Esco. Fat boy, fat boy.
Come on, Todd. Fat boy, James.
I heard that chant as a kid.
And I just want to say it feels good to be back in Irvine. It feels good to be back home. You see, Poppy's been busy. Poppy's been on planes. I've been in and out of town. I've been in Memphis for Memphis Wrestling with Dustin Starr. I've been at Derby City, Louisville, Kentucky with Gilbert Corsey and that team over there. And it feels good to be champion. It feels good to represent this company. See, because this company stands for something. It stands for the underdogs. It stands for the people that are United Wrestling Network, and that includes everybody watching at home and all the beautiful faces here tonight. And speaking of championship defenses, the last time that I defended the United Wrestling Network World Heavyweight Championship in Irvine, I stood toe-to-toe with the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater. And we had a crazy lumberjack match And we went back and forth, and there's one thing that I can respect about a challenger is when they look me face to face, man to man, and fight me one-on-one. But you see, the one thing that I do not like, the one thing that I can't stand is when two people are having a fair fight and other people want to get involved and get a little too touchy and want to get their cheap shots in. You see, you can say the Bodega, but they had my back. Your shirt says people suck, but the people that really suck is TMZ. The people that really suck is TMZ. You see, Bad Dude Tito, you, Che Cabrera, you guys wanted to get a little too touchy. You want to get little cheap shots in. You want to fight from the shadows. You want to be scared. Because you can't get into this ring and fight me. So you see, Teets, this what's going to happen. You see, eventually, you and me are going to look eye to eye, face to face. And that's happening at Golden Opportunity. That's right. Golden Opportunity. You know who the first ever winner of the Golden Opportunity tournament was? Who was it? It was the United Wrestling Network World Champ, Danny Limelight, the radioactive pop. You see that event put me on the path to championship gold. And now, Teets, Big Teets, Bad Dude, at Golden Opportunity, Papi, I'm gonna look you eye to eye, and I'm gonna put you to sleep, because if you want this championship, Tito, if you want this right here, the United Wrestling Network World Heavyweight Championship, you're gonna have to kill me for it, Papi.
Uh-oh. Wait a second, guys.
Yep.
Lay it down.
Better be careful what you wish for.
Oh, yeah.
TMZ is in the house, the reigning, defending United World Tag Team title holders, and of course the #1 contender to the United Wrestling Network World Championship.
Cut the music. I'm gonna have to kill you, Daddy? Is that what you're saying? I'm gonna have to kill you in that ring in front of your daughter? Huh?
Wow, he went there. Tough.
Because if that's what I have to do, well, that's just what I have to do. Because everybody knows Big Teets is a killer. I am that dude. I will kill you in the middle of that ring for that title right there. But in 2 weeks, we got a big 6-man tag. And when that's done, there ain't gonna be much left of you at Golden Opportunity. And that title's coming home with me. And we're gonna have all the gold. Why don't you shut your mouth when I'm talking, you idiot?
I mentioned some bad dudes earlier. There's 3 more.
Hey,
up
yo!
there.
You want to talk 6-man? Let's talk 6-man. Mira, Papa, let's make it interesting, all right? TMZ, y'all the United Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. And hey, I'm willing to admit, y'all make those belts look good. Pause.
We sure do.
Pause.
We sure do.
But what all they know is that those World Tag Team titles would look much cleaner standing next to the United Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship.
First of all, these titles wouldn't even fit around your waist, fat boy.
That's all right, I got plenty of shoulders. Look at them. I'll tell you what. Talk about this 6-man. When we win this 6-man, me and Slice are gonna go into Golden Opportunity and we're gonna insert ourselves in the World Tag Team title match with Beef Candy. We're gonna rob the house and we're gonna walk out the new champs.
Hey, calm down, calm your farm. That's all right, easy does it. No problem, no walkers. No problem. Hey, we're cool with that. That sounds great. Hey, bueno, muy bueno. We're all good for that. Because that's a no-brainer. We don't even have to think about that, which is great. Because I hate thinking. You boys, we accept. You are on.
You heard it here, we on, baby. You just stepped into the Bodega, where you could get anything that you need, bozos. including a beatdown. Play my music.
Mi gente.
Stage is set. Huge six-man tag coming up in a couple weeks, and the stakes just got raised. We'll be back.
Welcome to the Bodega. It's the Boricua savior.
I love to drive. It's my me time, my getaway, my escape. Nothing can ruin it, except for a car breakdown. That's why I called CarShield. CarShield administrators help get those repairs paid. I trust CarShield with my baby, and you should too. CarShield has plans that include protection on major parts and systems like the engine, transmission, entertainment system, air conditioning, electronics, and more. CarShield administrators go the extra mile by including rental car options. You also get emergency services for flat or damaged tires, lockouts, dead batteries, and courtesy towing, all at no additional cost. Darlings, saving on expensive car repairs is just a phone call away. For me, it's a no-brainer.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in costs for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-284-5872.
Don't worry.
It's fake.
That's a good.
Fake bomb.
That's good.
Fake class.
Oh, I'll do it. I swear on my mother's grave.
Fake threat. Fake dead guy. Fakes like those don't scare me. But fake meds, that's a different story. Verify your meds with Safe.Pharmacy. Protect those you love from bad meds.
And yeah, I'd like to thank you, first of all, for notifying me this time instead of just approaching me as I left the office. I imagine you want to talk about something.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I've asked around, and 9 out of 10 doctors agree that I should be next in line for Kevin Martinson, a title shot at the Heritage Championship. Let me lay this out for you. So if we look back to the past, I'm a 2-time United Network TV champion.
And I will add one of the greatest United television champions we've ever seen.
You are not wrong. I retired James Morgan to win the first title. I beat Royce Isaacs to win the second title. I was setting the new high score at the Red Carpet Rumble this year when I ran into a bit of a speed bump with some former friends of mine. Sure. And on that note, I've also beat Peter Avalon. If you watch the show.
I did.
If you watch the show back, John.
Yes. You were victorious. So what are you trying to say?
What I'm telling you is I want Kevin at Golden Opportunity. I want big, hunky Kev at Golden Opportunity. I've had his back because I want to be the one to take the Heritage title off of him. And all I need you to do is make it official. I promise you he won't have any problem accepting this challenge. So what do you say?
Golden Opportunity. Bateman, Kevin Martinson.
Whoa. Let's hold on a second. You want a shot at Golden Opportunity for the Heritage title? Well, guess what, Bateman? So do I. In fact, I'm the only member of Final Destination who hasn't got a shot yet. So, you want to go ahead and try and skip the line? Well, you have to go through me.
You know, that sounds like a hell of an idea. And I want you to remember, after all that takes place, these are the words that you said to me. So, absolutely.
So you're challenging Bateman?
Absolutely.
All right, get your gear, get ready. It'll happen tonight.
The following contest is a Golden Opportunity Tournament qualifying match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Bay Area, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Black Rose, Judas!
Such an exciting time of year when the second annual Golden Opportunity Tournament is upcoming. And another piece of the puzzle is going to be put into place here with this qualifying matchup between Judas, who has really been on the rise, and this might be just the opportunity he needs.
And introducing his opponent, being come to the ring by HALSTON Body from La Mancha, Spain, weighing in at 185 pounds,
El Primohenio Tribeca.
And Dustin, El Primohenio Tribeca has got all the tools. He's got the athleticism to go deep into that tournament. And of course, he's flanked by the prism of excellence, HALSTON BODDY.
And that might be the key right there, because when you have the numbers, Todd, anything can happen. 2-on-1, and look at the physical specimen that Judas is. It might take two to beat this man.
So let's talk numbers. We talked about James, and we're going to add another piece to the puzzle. One of these two men will qualify for the Golden Opportunity Tournament. In total, there will be 6 competitors that qualify in these qualifying matches, and there will be 3 wild cards that will get that immediate bid as selected by the committee. 2 pieces are in the puzzle already. 2 have already qualified. EJ Sparks defeated massive R3 Cassis, and Sledge, who is also under the tutelage of HALSTON BODDY, defeated Dom Kubrick. So HALSTON could really load the field.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about wild cards, you're talking about HALSTON BODDY, that lethal accessory on the outside. I'm sure love to get another representative named Primohenio in there, but I mean, just potentially career-altering stuff, the golden opportunity we saw with Danny Limelight last year, chance to perhaps lightning strike twice again for whoever wins it this year.
Limelight, Dustin won that inaugural first ever Golden Opportunity Tournament, parlayed it into this title run, defeated the longest reigning world champion in history at the time, the Golden Boy Jordan Cleveland.
It was a launching pad. Absolutely, a launching pad to the Danny Limelight that we know today. Danny Limelight that travels all across the United States, defending and successfully defending the United Wrestling Network World Championship. And this field is loaded so far. EJ Sparks? You kidding me? Sledge?
We just saw the world champion and company of the Bodega. Of course, the battle lines are drawn in the sand. And then the TMZ in a couple weeks. Nice fireman's carry takedown there by El Primohenio. Mentioned, guy's got all the intangibles.
Yeah, he was able to put the brakes on. Judas was going for the pump handle, maybe looking for Terminator X, as he likes to call it. Taken down Primo now, but Primo still just fighting. Oh, nearly a collision there with the official. Able to evade, and Primo charging, coming up empty.
Judas, such a great athlete, came so close to winning the United World Television title. Oh, excuse me. I think some molars went a-flying into the cover. Now goes Judas. What a strike in that incredible triple threat match with Banning and, of course, Jordan Cruz.
Yeah, heartbreakingly close did come Judas. That one just lighting up Primohenio. Judas in control for the moment.
Let me tell you, that hurts, guys. Here, let me chop you, James, real quick. I'll show you. Be like the Grizzlies versus the Warriors or something.
Oh, look out here. Looking for the neck breaker. Oh, he went to the eyes.
Yes,
did you see that?
And turning it around into a neck breaker of his own is Primohenio.
Almost puts him away. We got to take a break. This qualifying match continues next.
If you're afraid to offend, you can't be honest. That's Thomas Paine, a leader in the American Revolution. CarShield, America's most trusted auto protection company, spells out what's protected in coverage plans for your vehicle. If your vehicle is out of warranty, all you have to do is call before your car breaks down. CarShield preserves your right to save on repairs or replacements for major parts and systems, while protecting your freedom to choose your mechanic or dealer for one affordable pay-as-you-go rate, a rate that will never go up. The future of this country rests on the people. The future of your car should rest with CarShield administrators. Call CarShield before it's too late.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-453-5896. 800-453-5896. 800-453-5896.
In a world where people drive dirty every day, there's one duck with sunglasses who has a dream to be fast, clean, and loved everywhere. Quackles is giving you the chance to be a champion just like him. He's giving away a one-of-a-kind Quick Quack Championship belt autographed by some of your favorite United Wrestling Network stars. To enter, just scan the QR code on your screen or visit don'tdrivedirty.com/belt.
Welcome back, everyone, to this Golden Opportunity qualifying match. Primohenio has looked good so far in this one.
And who's going to be these wild cards? We have no idea. It could be anybody. And you know anybody that's anybody comes through the United Wrestling Network.
Those X factors always loom large in golden opportunity.
And if last year's any indication, guys, I mean, one of the wild cards was a United Wrestling Network mainstay and alumni, Chris Bay of the Bullet Club, who returned for golden opportunity. You don't know who you're going to see in that tournament.
You never know who the committee has their eyes on for this. It is such a huge event here in United Wrestling Network. As we said earlier, massive launching pad, changed the history of the United World Championship with what Danny Limelight was able to do. Chance of doing just that again. But right now, Primo in control of Judas, but swinging wildly, coming up empty, and Judas firing right back.
Oh, big shot there by El Primohenio. He didn't miss that time. And I got to tell you, this would be a physical, competitive matchup any time of year between these two. But you can just sense that the intensity is really doubled here with a shot at the on the line. Here's the cover, nicely done, almost put it away.
Near fall there. You're exactly right. Both these guys really want it. You're stuck for a suplex. Nice reversal there.
Fundamentally sound.
Just trying to catch any type of pinning predicament you can to move on here in golden opportunity to qualify.
It only takes 3 seconds to pick up a victory, guys. I know that sounds so simple, but 3 seconds, a backslide, you have it just right, and that's what Judas is fighting for here.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to see more and more, just sort of pin attempts. As this thing goes, what a DDT! Absolutely spiking. Judas could be out. Primohenio, if he goes into a cover, could be qualifying for golden opportunity. What's he doing?
Time.
Wasted so much time into the cover now after the DDT. He had that short flight.
Lazy pinfall.
Bad landing, as Jake the Snake Roberts used to say. He wasted a good 15 seconds there. Costly, costly stuff.
Hits a nice, devastating DDT, kind of out of nowhere there, and waste time, then a lackadaisical cover. You're going to need more than that to beat Judas.
That was just a bad showcase of fundamentals. Critical error, perhaps, but still in control of Judas with a handful of hair. Judas trying to fight from his knees, though.
He is, James, but I mean, Primohenio is kind of toying with him here, and I think that's a big mistake.
Yeah,
and
you don't want to play with your food.
That's got to raise the ire of HALSTON BODDY, I'd have to think, on the outside.
See, HALSTON is loving this.
HALSTON trying to frame up Judas as Primo trying to put the finishing touches on qualifying for golden opportunity. Judas at Primo's mercy right now.
With the fans here letting them hear it as well. They do not like HALSTON BODDY at ringside.
Can't really blame them for that. Charging in, Primohenio coming up empty. That could be the opening that Judas so desperately needed.
Judas, so much power. Look at this. Knowledge drop. Knowledge drop. 1, 2, 3. Birth to the tournament. No, not yet.
Cracking some knowledge on Primohenio, but not enough to move on in the golden opportunity quite yet.
He did get the win, but do you see the difference there? Hit that knowledge drop immediately into the cover. Sense of urgency, so important.
And you can see HALSTON BODDY looks a little nervous on the floor there, hitting the mat, clapping his hands, trying to get his guy back in the action here, and here we go.
It is beckoning Primo in the fight now, and in control is Judas. Those jabs finding the mark, pinpoint accuracy in the right hand, floors Primohenio.
Lines it up.
Pop, pop, bang, went Judas, and charging in for more and connects.
Big uppercut, followed by a kick.
I'll tell you, when Judas gets rolling, few are better at stringing the offense together. Now goes back to that net breaker, all the body weight down, my goodness, into the cover. How did that not do
2 or
it?
3. Looked like a 3, Todd. Saying 2.
Official says 2.
Wow.
Primo HALSTON says 2. But man, the way he stepped into that neck breaker, I don't know that I've ever seen that variation.
All sorts of malice of forethought on that from Judas. Could be signaling for the end here. Yeah, what a vicious neck breaker. That was off the page kind of stuff. Going back to that pump handle now.
Primohenio trying to block that. You can see he's hooking his arms, hooking his hands together.
Out the back door goes Primohenio.
Nice reversal.
Comes out with a little Primo-matic there into the cover.
Nearly, that was another definitely close 2 count there.
What a matchup, guys. And only one of these two will join the field for golden opportunity. Oh, look at this, wasted too much time again. Look at these knees, kind of a grounded tie clinch. That is impressive.
Another critical error from Primohenio. You see his eyes rolling like saucers right now.
Who wants it more? That's what it might come down to.
A big time mistake, maybe cost Primohenio. He is on Dream Street right now.
Base for your face. And now going back to that pump handle, going back to the well. This time it pays off. Nighty night. Terminator X indeed, yes.
Advancing to the Golden Opportunity Tournament, Judas.
Terminator X, but it's not the rise of the machines, but it might be the rise of Judas. More coming your way on Championship Wrestling.
I love to drive. It's my me time, my getaway, my escape. Nothing can ruin it, except for a car breakdown. That's why I called CarShield. CarShield administrators help get those repairs paid. I trust CarShield with my baby, and you should too. CarShield has plans that include protection on major parts and systems like the engine, transmission, entertainment system, air conditioning, electronics, and more. CarShield administrators go the extra mile by including rental car options. You also get emergency services for flat or damaged tires, lockouts, dead batteries, and courtesy towing. All at no additional cost. Darlings, saving on expensive car repairs is just a phone call away. For me, it's a no-brainer.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-284-5872.
Don't worry. It's fake.
Let's go.
Fake bomb. Fake class.
Oh, I'll do it. I swear on my mother's grave.
Fake threat. Fake dead guy. Fakes like those don't scare me. But fake meds, that's a different story. Verify your meds with safe.pharmacy. Protect those you love from bad meds.
Welcome back, fans. Megan Harmon here with Johnny Robbie. And it was just months ago that you came to the rescue of ZEDA Zhang, and now you must face her in the main event later in this hour.
Yep, Johnny Robbie is back. And if there's anything on her mind, it's not friendship. It's not Captain Save an Idiot. It's the United Women's World Championship. And if the exception is great at anything, it's making and breaking her own damn rules.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the final destination from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 195 pounds, the Emperor, BRYCE Saturn.
BRYCE Saturn making his way to the ring. This matchup made on the fly earlier as Bateman was calling his shot. He wants a Heritage title shot at Kevin Martinson. Saturn said, hey, I'm the only member of Final Destination that hasn't gotten my shot. You got to go through me. And Bateman all too happy to oblige.
Yeah, maybe a monkey paw wish from Saturn. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near Bateman on this just sort of mean streak that he's on right now.
And introducing his opponent from Moore, Oklahoma, weighing in at 230 pounds, Bateman!
Bateman has been more unpredictable, every bit as dangerous, but even more so because he's so unpredictable. As Rowdy Roddy Piper once said, just when you think you have the answers, I change the questions. The actions have been hard to predict as of late of the main man Bateman.
I have a grin on my face from ear to ear because I cannot wait. Came all the way from Memphis, Tennessee to see Bateman live in action and to beat somebody up. And here he comes over to the desk. No,
You're
I'm
getting
good.
a real close look.
No, I wasn't talking about Bateman. I was putting him over here trying to say how tough he is. He comes out outside the desk.
Talked about that unpredictability, that mean streak that he is on. Like I said, we'll want to be anywhere near
Watch out.
BRYCE Saturn just finding out the hard way.
Getting the jump on the Emperor, who's getting dethroned early by the main man. Bateman hasn't
The
even
Emperor
taken...
has no clothes. The Emperor has no defense.
I expect nothing less. Bateman is a bad man.
Oh, I've heard you won't hit a man with glasses. Bateman's got glasses. He'll certainly hit you. And now Saturn going to work here.
Trying his best to turn things around on Bateman. I'm not sure how much that phased him. Coming right back.
Big shot by Bateman. Not where you want to be in the corner with this guy. He'll pick you apart, Dustin.
I mean, who calls Bateman out? Who calls Bateman out?
Like I said, monkey paw wish.
Not me.
Saturn finding out, but trying to stick with him now.
Saturn, in essence, has a victory over Bateman in six-man tag team action, but it was Bateman that left his partners, Kevin Martinson and Peter Avalon, high and dry to lead to that victory.
I'm not sure how much that was the tape that Saturn can really refer to for his playbook.
He'll claim it. He'll claim it.
He will absolutely claim it. I just don't know how much it's going to help him here, but that'll go a long way.
Big clothesline.
Nicely done.
Hey, Bryce came to fight, that's for sure.
And not many, and you don't often see Bateman begging off. And again, Bateman more than ever is utilizing the mind games.
He's utilizing the mind games. Nothing particularly subtle about Bateman, but very effective. But right now, it is Saturn's offense that is paying dividends for him.
Basement
Score,
dropkick.
going right into the cover. Yes, deep leg hook.
That's a near fall, guys. A 2 count on Bateman in the opening minutes. That's huge.
Comes out from Arizona to Saturn, but almost took Bateman to Upset City, USA. Got to keep the pedal to the metal. Got to stay on the offensive. Russian leg sweep. Nicely done, but here, big mistake here. Huge mistake.
He's feeling himself now. You can't waste any time in there with Bateman, but able to follow up with that elbow drop. Going back into the cover. Got to imagine this would be an upset here, but Bateman able to get the shoulder up.
We saw Dustin that bravado earlier, costing El Primohenio in that Golden Opportunity qualifying match, and certainly here as well with Saturn.
Especially in a situation where you basically challenged Bateman. You don't want to waste any time once you get in the ring with him, but Saturn's actually looking really good in here against Bateman.
I think Bateman might be waking up, though. Look at that, just a full extension on down across the shoulder blades.
Too soon.
Oh, my goodness. Bateman clobbering him.
What a knee.
Serving up an absolute buffet of brutality into the cover. Bateman is in total control of this matchup. Bateman in total control, and you got to think the winner of this is going to get,
look at that shot,
a shot at Kevin Martinson in the Heritage title, and Saturn was right. His cohorts, R3 got a shot, came very close, as did main event Evan Daniels. What a match that was with BHK. But in that matchup, Bateman was involved. Hit Daniels with a brainbuster out of nowhere, and now you can see the fish hook here. There's no rule that Bateman won't break.
Yeah, starting to really just tear Saturn apart. Ripping at his face, that elbow going 12-6 there. Saturn trying to get his bearings, but blood in the water.
Bateman will claw at your mouth, your nose, then back into your mouth.
I mean,
then he'll punch you. That's what he'll do.
Think about it. That fish hook is illegal in every single combat sport. And Bateman all too happy to use it. But Saturn beating down Bateman here, and there's not a lot of people that can claim that accolade.
Showing some serious wherewithal, hanging tough after all that offense from Bateman. Nice showing from Saturn, weathering that early storm. And has looked really good at various points in this matchup, trying to suplex Bateman. Now, I'm not sure that dog will hunt. It won't, but Bateman does. Oh, and just flattening Saturn. Oh, and falling over the kick.
This could be it, guys.
Into the cover goes Bateman, looking to put him away. Bateman's got his sights on Kevin Martinson and the Heritage title, and what a matchup that would be. And just think of the implications and the history in the United Wrestling Network for those two. But Saturn looking to play spoiler.
Yeah, that's back in the mouth and the nose once again.
Oh my God, the precision of the elbow there. And that's sort of how this thing got really started all those months ago. The foundational pieces of United. You talk about Martinson, Peter Avalon, Bateman just biting him.
Bateman is downright diabolical. He's scary. The beast beneath your bed in your closet in your head's got nothing on this guy. He's what nightmares are all about.
Irvine Improv has very good food here, but Bateman would rather eat on Saturn's face.
He's feasting on Saturn right now. Yeah, no doubt about it, and just unloading on him. Saturn doubled over, just using that rope to stay upright for as long as he can. Bateman starting, like I said, to feast right now.
Bateman again, just rearranging the face of Saturn. It's the shots you don't see coming are the most dangerous, and a big shot there by Bateman as he continues to out and out punish Bryce Saturn and keeps on pouring it on. We got to take a break, but Saturn can't catch a break. We'll be back.
If you're afraid to offend, you can't be honest. That's Thomas Paine, a leader in the American Revolution. CarShield, America's most trusted auto protection company, spells out what's protected in coverage plans for your vehicle. If your vehicle is out of warranty, all you have to do is call before your car breaks down. CarShield preserves your right to save on repairs or replacements for major parts and systems, while protecting your freedom to choose your mechanic or dealer for one affordable pay-as-you-go rate, a rate that will never go up. The future of this country rests on the people. The future of your car should rest with CarShield administrators. Call CarShield before it's too late.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-453-5896. 800-453-5896. 800-453-5896.
Welcome back, everyone. Saturn showing a lot of heart. Oh, my goodness. A chop for the ages there. Hot knife, meat, butter.
Hey, somebody tell Saturn that was a terrible idea.
It really was.
What are you thinking?
I think instant regret and remorse
Listen
for
to
that.
the capacity crowd here, all behind Bateman.
Oh, what a shot. Right to the gut of Saturn, unloading. Now Bateman starting to fire off the clip. Oh, swing and a miss. Saturn still showing a lot of determination here.
Went downstairs there, I think really caught Bateman off guard. Now upstairs, cross body. Look at the fight in BRYCE Saturn. Like never before, he wants that shot. He wants his shot at BHK.
Whole lot of want it from Saturn right now, and down goes Bateman. What a victory this would be.
Saturn's got Bateman rocking and rolling here.
Oh, Bateman could be out. Those lights could be dimming. Dropkick takes him down.
Floors him again, but no time to get fancy. You got to go for the cover here. You've got to capitalize.
BRYCE Saturn's feeling it.
Gotta stay focused. What a neck breaker. Yes.
This
High impact. High impact stuff by Saturn. Here we go. Huge upset on the way. Close call. That hand was coming down.
Close call, but he's got to stay on him here.
I can't wait to steal Upset City, Todd.
You're happy. You're welcome to.
We almost made a pit stop there.
Yeah, we were on the outskirts just a moment ago.
BRYCE Saturn once again wasting too much time for my liking fighting Bateman.
These two proving that they can fight on to coin another phrase and elevated him up there. Look at this Saito suplex.
Right on top of his head.
Bateman starting to let loose. He's back. That monster is back in control right now. Brainbuster floats over. You want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
Oh, he kicked out. Somehow Saturn kicked out.
Can't believe he kicked out of that. That Brainbuster put Saturn right on top of his head.
And I got to believe that Bateman was trying to put an exclamation point on this match and send a message to Heritage Champion Kevin Martinson. And it didn't pan out, at least not yet.
Yeah, that was a big-time statement he was going for. Saturn still hanging tough.
He was looking for the death from above as well, and that was unsuccessful. Great counter by BRYCE Saturn. Catches him with the power bomb. Does Saturn into the cover? Wow, what a match.
Getting closer to Upset City. Saturn just keeps coming, refusing to stay down, keeps surprising Bateman at every turn, and now he looks like he's going up top, gonna go for it all here.
High risk, will it be high reward? Time will tell. No, sir.
Right into the waiting knees.
Death from above. Thanks for playing. See you later.
Bombs away, and that's it.
Your winner, Bateman!
BRYCE Saturn said, you want to get to Martinson, you got to go through me. Bateman did just that, but it was not easy, gentlemen.
It was not easy, but Bateman dared to take the challenge, willing to oblige. And wait.
What's Bateman doing here? He's made a show.
Oh, no, not again.
He just laid Saturn out.
Bateman doing what he wants, when he wants to, who he wants. Will be back. This reign of terror continues.
Saturn's out cold.
Megan Harmon standing by with one half of
Don't You Dare
Beef Candy, Flex McCallion, who entertained fans on guest commentary a couple weeks ago and now looks forward to golden opportunity.
Megan,
everyone is looking forward to our golden opportunity. You see, don't be fooled by the delicious smiles, the handsome good looks, the sweetness, the savoriness, and the entertainment. The list goes on and on. There's more than meets the eye with beef candy, but it seems that people have forgotten that. You see, we have gotten very frustrated over this past year, and do you know why? Do you know why? It was a year ago at Golden Opportunity when we were robbed and cheated of our United World Tag Team title run. And therefore, that set a trend. And when you look at the statistics and you do the numbers and you look at the math, beef candy are winners. But anytime we fell into the L column, that was because someone cheated. And that was something that we did not ever have to resort to. We never stooped so low to doing such a task, and we still prevailed to be the #1 contenders. And once again, the opportunity has arisen. And it's time that we walked into Golden Opportunity and went against all the odds and defeated the mighty. When we go ahead and defeat the champions, TMZ, and we move, and we go, and we win the big one. What's up, Coach? Did I just see a ghost? I know him. Hey!
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, ZEDA, Bring the Bang, Zhang!
It's main event time on Championship Wrestling. TK, Todd, Keneley, James Kincaid, Dustin, 5-star here with the call of the action. And the stakes are higher than ever before in the women's division with that women's world title on the horizon, guys.
That's right. The winner of this matchup takes on Savannah Stone at Golden Opportunity. On the line, a 1 seed for that United Wrestling Network Women's World Championship tournament.
Hugely important main event here.
All eyes on the women's division.
And introducing her opponent, where she goes, trouble follows, the exception, Johnny Robbie!
And with that women's world title to be contested in the coming months, it's all about competition. These two have been on, the same side oftentimes, more times than not. They've teamed up. Johnny Robbie has come to the aid of ZEDA Zane in the past against the likes of Savannah Stone. But this is a huge matchup, somewhat of a dream matchup in our women's division.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Love to see them lock horns here with all the stakes on the line that we've already talked about. They've been friends, allies, all that goes out the window with so much on the line. Again, the 1 seed will get a bye to determine the first United World Championship.
There was a little bit of a handshake there, so there's some good sportswomanship here, but just like you said, James, friendship's out the window, especially when you're talking about the first ever United World Women's Championship. And I tell you, all eyes across not only the fans, but all the competitors in the United Wrestling Network in the women's division have their eyes on this match and that world title.
I mean, it's just been such a long time coming here at United, and either one of these two women would be a worthy and fitting first world champion. I mean, ZEDA Zhang, so accomplished. Johnny Robbie, what a great rookie year she had.
Incredible. And ZEDA Zane coming off of a big victory over Bryn Thorne. We've seen how tough Bryn Thorne is. Johnny Robbie trying to control the action. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
I love to drive. It's my me time, my getaway, my escape. Nothing can ruin it, except for a car breakdown. That's why I called CarShield. CarShield administrators help get those repairs paid. I trust CarShield with my baby, and you should too. CarShield has plans that include protection on major parts and systems like the engine, transmission, entertainment system, air conditioning, electronics, and more. CarShield administrators go the extra mile by including rental car options. You also get emergency services for flat or damaged tires, lockouts, dead batteries, and courtesy towing, all at no additional cost. Darlings, saving on expensive car repairs is just a phone call away. For me, it's a no-brainer.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in costs for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-284-5872.
In a world where people drive dirty every day, there's one duck with sunglasses who has a dream to be fast, clean, and loved everywhere. Quackles is giving you the chance to be a champion just like him. He's giving away a one-of-a-kind Quick Quack Championship belt autographed by some of your favorite United Wrestling Network stars. To enter, just scan the QR code on your screen or visit don'tdrivedirty.com/belt.
Welcome back, everyone. High stakes main event. ZEDA Zhang running over the opposition there in Johnny Robbie, and the pace quickens in this one. There's a feeling out process early because neither competitor wants to make a pivotal mistake in this one. So costly with the stakes so high. Nice cover by Zhang, and wasn't able to keep her down for a cover there to get a count.
Yeah, talking about the stakes, again, that potential 1 seed for the United Women's World Championship, both playing it pretty cagey. Nice go behind by Robbie. Doing pretty well, sort of keeping with the technical prowess of ZEDA Zhang, I gotta say.
I totally agree, but here you see Zhang again looking for the cover. Nice counter there by Johnny Robbie, but Dustin, I gotta ask your expertise here. Obviously, ZEDA Zhang, a lot of success in the MMA cage, would like to keep this fight in the phone booth. I think Johnny Robbie needs to create some distance. Would you agree?
She just did. She got out of the ring, and it looks like she's trying to get out of the way. This is huge for a lot of different reasons. This is a main event matchup, guys. Huge main event for the women's division.
Following in, paid for it.
And just like you said, Todd, needed a little bit of distance, and now Johnny Robbie is on the offense.
Snap suplex, nicely done. Quickly into the cover. Only a count of 1. Fiercely competitive main event matchup. Again, on the line, a bye in that women's tournament. There's going to be 2 sides of the bracket. This basically, in essence, your West Coast bracket. And you got the likes of Marty Bell is already in that catbird seat on the other side, guys.
I can't wait to see which of the competitors from Memphis, who in the women's division from Memphis Wrestling will be in the United Women's World Title Tournament. Can't wait to see it.
That's what the summer showcase is all about. Oh my goodness! Face plant, yes!
Wow. Johnny Robbie might be punching her ticket to golden opportunity here into the cover. 2 count only, maybe wasted a little bit of time there.
Could have hooked a leg
or yeah, absolutely.
hook a pair of trunks, anything it takes.
Got to take advantage.
Don't get caught.
Man, oh man, what a high impact move. I think ZEDA Zhang is going to be on soft foods only for a while after that. Yikes.
And Johnny Robbie up now on ZEDA Zhang, stopping her in the corner. Seeing a little bit more of a mean streak from Johnny Robbie. She understands what is on the line, how important a win here is.
Johnny Robbie stomping all the way to the mat, set ZEDA Zhang down. You can see she's struggling as she tries to fight back from the ground.
Johnny Robbie's done a really nice job of stemming the offensive game plan of ZEDA Zhang, using her head for more than a half there. And she got a little bit as good as she gave on that headbutt.
ZEDA Zhang, such a physical striker, even from her back, is dangerous with those up kicks, something she certainly learned in the sport of MMA, but you talk about that high ground, Johnny Robbie's got it, utilized it there, and getting very physical as well. This thing has picked up in a big way. There was that mutual respect early, that handshake. This thing's gotten physical in a hurry ever since.
Yeah, we've seen some punches, we've seen some hair pulling, a little bit of everything here. And a kick to the back. I think, Todd, you mentioned it earlier, the shots that are the most dangerous are the ones you can't see.
ZEDA in dire straits right now. It's been all Johnny Robbie thus far.
Really has been. Johnny Robbie is dictating the pace here.
So to say the referee's in perfect position in case there's a submission.
Yes. ZEDA can't strike you from here. She can strike you from just about everywhere, but not from this position, and Johnny Robbie knows it, but she's got to get back on the offensive as well. Right now, ironically enough, it's ZEDA Zhang that tries to create that distance. Sweep of the leg. Put her in a body bag.
Yes.
Offense, too.
Now that's the opening and the leg sweep that ZEDA needed, starting to get out of the starting blocks here.
Pace quickens here. ZEDA Zhang's got a whole lot of weapons in her arsenal. Boy, she'll pull your arm right out of your socket.
Judo throw.
Like
Johnny Robbie's in big trouble here.
Throwing Johnny Robbie now lying prone in the corner there. Zhang took a little bit too much time. Johnny able to evade and turn things around. And again, Johnny Robbie
One step ahead there. But I don't want to get in too close with Zeta Zhang, as she's going to maybe look for the cover here after that drop kick. Drags her to the center of the ring. Wise move there. But if Zeta gets in close, Zeta, as of late, guys, has been devastating with that snowplow. She put you out, took out Danielle Camella in Arizona. A recent victory over Bryn Thorne. If she can lock that in, it's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it could be night-night and on your way to golden opportunity, but really thus far now, Zeta starting to turn things, just launching Johnny Robbie.
Johnny Robbie is not in a good spot here.
Robbie trying to weather the storm of Zeta Zhang.
Continues to fight, though.
Yeah, I think
cutting her off at every turn.
Agility and unpredictability is going to be the friend here of Johnny Robbie. German suplex with the bridge. Is that going to do it? No.
Near fall.
Inching closer is Johnny Robbie. Zhang's got to go back to the drawing board here and a lot of her offense.
Yeah, you know, and again, stealing a page out of the playbook as normally Zeta Zhang would rather throw you than know you.
Little trash talk. I think things are breaking down a little bit. You said they're former friends or current friends. Doesn't look like it.
Well, they both want to be the inaugural Women's World Champion. Tempers are going to flare. You got to believe that in the heat of battle.
Zhang starting to throw those haymakers with reckless abandon. Johnny Robbie trying to sign, seal, and deliver her way to golden opportunity.
Just looking for a package pile driver, it looked like.
Good thing Zeta was able to block that. Scoops Johnny up.
Oh! Maybe a TKO on her way to golden opportunity. No,
wow,
TKO.
I thought that was it. I mean, it looked like Johnny Robbie was lifeless after that. Instinct kicked in, I gotta believe there. Dustin, man.
It's gotta be instinct. Kicking out at the very, very last split second. What Zeta Zhang gotta do to put Johnny Robbie away. Got a knee bar here.
Yeah, calling the audible. Dangerous everywhere into a submission now. Might hyperextend that knee. What's she doing to her here, Dustin?
Johnny Robbie is trying to fight out of that, but your knee is not supposed to bend that way, Todd. I don't know if you know that or not.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Johnny trying to find sanctuary in the ropes. The counter into the pin.
You either tap out or sometimes it snaps, if you know what I'm saying.
Robbie still feeling the effects of the knee bar there. Going again for package pile driver here.
She hits this, it's definitely over.
Package. Into a backbreaker.
Wow. That's a lot of power. A lot of power by Johnny Robbie there, and no way to defend it. No way to counter it into the cover. Only a count of 2. It's been a war.
Yeah, fierce back and forth with everything on the line. Johnny Robbie trying to size up Zeta.
I think Zeta was very fortunate to kick out of that.
Oh, looking for that rule breaker there, and look out, Snowplow City!
Oh,
spiked her!
Mercy!
Here is your winner, Zeta Zhang!
Zeta Zhang found herself in the fight of her life here, guys. And Johnny Robbie's the exception, but nobody's been the exception if Zeta Zhang locks in that snowplow. Does so again, gets the victory, and earns that bye in the tournament.
Yeah, where she goes, trouble falls. That's what I'd say about Johnny Robbie. Well, trouble was waiting in Zeta Zhang.
And raised in victory. Zeta Zhang, big victory here.
Big win, and we'll see you next week.
Tempers flaring, overheating. Johnny Robbie frustrated, obviously.
You know, we talk about bell to bell, you take each other to hell, but tempers continue to flare. But big victory there by Zeta Zhang. Bring the bang indeed, and on her way to the Women's World Title Tournament.